Hey guys, how's it going? Professor Shuckle here, your coach of the Dark Cave Dark Rise. Today, I'll be going over our Week 5 battle for the Hive Kakuna Division Season 8. And our opponents for the week are the Sydney Convictinis and our really good friend Skyhorse Tamer. As most people know, Sky's been on my channel a couple of times. He's one of my best friends, and we build together. We do team tours together. We've probably, counting mocks, we've probably played 400, 500 games maybe alone, because I know I mocked him 10 to 15 times for matchups and for a single matchup at a time. So definitely played a lot. We both know how each of us build, and as by the way, Sky's the best player in Kakuna, I would say. The strongest player in Kakuna and the favorite to win the division. So probably our toughest challenge so far. And of course, he's using the sand pitch team. Another thing that's I've been trying to do is make Sky sand make a Pidgeot, the team I used a lot in UCA and I used in Ascension. He used it in his APA Evolution run as well, and he won with it. And he's been spamming it everywhere as well. His PGP team is Sand Pidge as well. So he's using his favorite Sand Pidge team. Obviously, I've used it, but I think it's my first time facing it. So outside of mock, so it's obviously going to be a little tricky. And although this is not free draft, so the Sand Pitch team's a little weaker. It's not the strongest it could be, but still a huge threat for sure. So without much further ado, let's just jump into the matchup. Sky is a team of Urshifu Single Strike, Excadrill, Mega Pidge, Reuniclus, Gigalith, Volcarona, Seismitoad, Jolteon, Ambipom, Gogoat, and Galar Weezing. Pretty basic Sand Pitch. T-Tar is really expensive here based on the tiers, so Gigalith's the cheaper, better option, obviously. Volcarona is really good as well, with its flame body. It's a good fighting check, and plus it's a threat on its own. Reuniclus is another strong fighting resist, and again another good setup threat on its own. It's a pretty solid team. As for threats from his side, Drill's a huge threat for sure. I do have a Rotom fan, but if he subs, I can't really touch it, so I'm forced to run foul play on this in case he sub SD, because that's a scary set versus my team otherwise. And I cannot break Excadrill sub with Rotom. Subtoxic Protect could also come, just because Toxic wears down my team pretty fast, so I could see a Subtoxic along with Subtoxic Pidgeot as well. Urshifu, of course, the most Urshifu is really, really good. I have it on PGP, I don't use it as well, mostly because I have Rillaboom on the team, and Rillaboom is just too good. But yeah, Urshifu, really good. So I have to use my only resist is Clef, so I have to burn my Clef on Urshifu, and forces me to bring a defensive Clef once again, which is really annoying because Volcarona is probably the biggest threat to my team. I expect a bulky Quiver Dance set with Quiver Dance, Fire Blast, maybe Flamethrower or Fury Dance, Giga Drain, and Roost, which covers my entire team pretty much. So Volcarona is the biggest threat to my team, and if it's set up to Quiver Dances, I think I'll lose. I can't beat it. Reuniclus is probably going to come from Mega Gallade, if I'm being honest, other than maybe Payapa Weezing. But I mostly expect Reuniclus, or maybe Scarf or Shifu. And Scarf or Shifu was a thing. I could have brought Bulk Up Gallade, just because Pid's matchup's actually really bad here, because I have a Rotom fan, Rhyperior, Kyurem that can pressure stall it. But knowing Sky, he'll probably bring Mega Pidge, because I tell him that Mega Pidge never has a bad matchup. You can always Hurricane Confusion your opponent, so... Ambipom is also really, really good versus my team, which is really annoying because I can't bring Weezing to this game. So Ambipom has a free fun time clicking buttons, because the only thing faster than it for me is Cinderace. So yeah, I could see Gigalith or Toad coming just for Cinderace check, because Cinderace is actually pretty good here. Like Cinderace is faster than everything other than Pidge and like Drill outside of Sand. Drill and Sand, sorry. So yeah, sorry, Jolteon too, but then Jolteon's hard walled by Rhyperior and Kyurem, so I don't see Jolteon coming. Unless he brings like a Rain team with Rain Dance, Toad, and Jolteon Weather Ball. But again, kind of hard to bring when I have a Kyurem, Glade that also eats hits, but yeah. So those are the threats on his team. On my side, Cinderace is probably be my best Pokemon in this matchup, because for one, Cinderace actually has a good matchup. It's had to face like Garchomp and Zygarde, so I had to not bring it like for a while, but yeah, finally it's back and can put in work. Blastoise is actually really good. If I can weaken the Seismitoad, I can win with the Shell Smash Blastoise, because his team doesn't really resist Blastoise hits. So that's cool. Clef has to come for Urshifu. Rotom Fan has to come for Drill. And Rhyperior's matchup is really good. Look at his team. He doesn't really have a resist. His only EQ resist is Pidge and Galar Weezing. Weezing's matchup, I would say, is okay. Like, you could come, for sure. But, yeah, like, Edgequake, he doesn't have a resist for Edgequake, so Rhyperior is really, really strong here. And if he doesn't bring Pidge, yeah, he won't have an Earthquake switch in. So, yeah, Rhyperior is really good this matchup for sure. But, yeah, without much further ado, let's jump into the team I'm bringing. So starting off, I'm bringing Rhyperior, of course, because Rhyperior's matchup is crazy good. We're rocking the Assault Vest, and yeah, we're rocking Assault Vest with like some mostly Spadef bulk, but we're still adamant with like, I believe it was enough attack to hit KO or Shifu with like some HP, and to ensure I 2-hit KO like what was it? Reuniclus with Mega Horn, and 2-hit KO Seismitoad, I want to say as well. 2-hit KO Galar Weezing with Heavy Slam. 2-hit KO Gigalith. Oko's Drill. Yeah, pretty solid. Like, Edgequake is really... I'm running Rock Blast just in case he's sub-Volcarona to avoid T-Wave from Clef, or sub-Toxic Pidgeot, so Rock Blast covers that. Didn't really need Stone Edge, I think, because I mostly will be clicking Earthquake. And then Mega Horn is for the Reuniclus and the Go-Goat if it comes. Next up, we have Rotom Fan making its debut with the Heavy Duty Boots. And we're running Max HP, Max Fizz Def. This is our Excadrill check, like dedicated. I believe we'll have a +2 Rock Slide from Drill. Pain Split just for longevity and like staying healthy, and like I can Pain Split the Reuniclus, the Pidge, the Gigalith, Wisp to burn them so they don't do enough damage, Volt Switch for momentum, and Foul Play just so that sub SD Drill cannot win versus us, so Foul Play will always break sub. With just Volt Switch and Air Slash, I wouldn't have actually ever broken Drill sub. And even Shadow Ball would be like a roll if it had HP. So I just put Foul Play, which will guaranteed break the sub and will stop it from like Swords Dancing, basically. Didn't really need Air Slash because Volcarona will just Quiver Dance on this, and Air Slash is going to do like 0. So the play was just a Volt Switch on Volcarona, or just Hard Swap into something on Volcarona. Next up, Blastoise with White Herb, running Max Modest. Enough speed for Scarf for Shifu, I think. Adamant Scarf for Shifu or something like that. Or maybe even Jolly Scarf for Shifu. But yeah, enough speed for that. And then we're running Shell Smash Surf, Aqua Jet, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam is for the Go-Goat mostly, and I guess make a Pidgeot. Surf hits everything else. Like, I know Toad is there, so that's why I said Toad needs to be weakened so that +2 Ice Beam would pick it off. But Surf hits literally everything else, so I initially had Dark Pulse as well, but I thought I didn't need it because Surf would do a good amount to Reuniclus anyway. And then I have the Tech Aqua Jet so that I can pick off Weekend Excadrill, Weekend Volcarona, beat Urshifu's Sucker Punch by Aquajetting. So yeah, that's the reason for Aquajet. I thought it could come in handy, especially at +2. I am modest, but it still does like 50 or something to drill, especially if I get in Torrent. +2 Aquajet does a lot. So yeah, I just teched Aquajet. I thought it was better coverage than Dark Pulse, especially because I expect the Rain Eclipse to come in on Gallade and get chipped down. Next up, Mega Gallade, where we're running a super fat set, super bulky, like you can see, almost enough speed for Volcarona, so we're like 330 speed, I believe, and the rest is just in HP and SPDEF. This lets us live a +1 hit from Volcarona, like Fire Blast. If it's timid or like modest with not a lot of investment, we can live a hit from Volcarona easily. Click Rock Tomb, which kills, even though we have no attack. Even if it's max HP, it has to be literally max HP, max defense to live a Rock Tomb. But then it wouldn't kill us, and then Rock Tomb will slow it down, and then we can take it out with Psycho Cut. Drain Punch for recovery does really well versus Gigalith, Drill, or Shifu, because I'm no attack. I don't really want CC, because like the Rain Eclipse is probably going to come in, and if I click Drain Punch, I'll get some recovery, and I can stay in if needed versus Rain Eclipse, just because my SPDEF is really high. Knockoff just to get rid of items. Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb also covers the pitch play if it comes, the aggressive pitch, because Rock Tomb into Drain Punch will kill that thing. Psycho Cut is, I'm picking it because it has better accuracy, as well as it doesn't make contact, so Volcarona cannot burn me with Flame Body. So that's another option for sure. This set also lives a Hurricane from Timid Mega Pidgeot, by the way, but I don't think I would risk it, but it does. So yeah, Gallade. Yeah, this Gallade is like, I'm pretty happy with this, like super fat Gallade. This is also my dedicated lead. Because I'm inner focus, even if he has Ambipom, he can't fake me out, because I can just Drain Punch and get all the damage he does back. So yeah, and I think it leads up well versus everything that is not Mega Pidge, and we do have pretty solid answers to Mega Pidge and Rhyperior and Rotom Fan. So next up, Clefable. This was actually supposed to be Citrus Berry, but I forgot to change it before the battle, so it is Babiri Berry, but max HP, like almost max HP, max FizzDef, Bold. So we are running Soft Boil for like longevity, Moonblast, because Stab, Flamethrower hits the Excadrill, and T-Wave, so we can, if the Excadrill is gone early, like if he burns it early, we can actually just spam T-Wave whenever we bring this in, try to stop setup. Like, the T-Wave is just to catch a wall kind of switch, maybe. Because if I can T-Wave the Volcarona, that's not a threat anymore to me. So, yeah, that's the set we're running in. This does live. Babiri Berry was because this, like, it can help us stay in versus Drill and click Flamethrower, and that immediately puts it in Aquajet range, I think, or something like that, or Torrent Aquajet, something like that. Babiri Berry also covered like Urshifu running Iron Head, which would cover the Rhyperior plus Clefable play. I was thinking about Kibia, but then if I was Citrus Berry, I could have always checked Urshifu no matter what, at least twice. So yeah, it should have been Citrus Berry here, because Urshifu cannot ever kill me in 2 hits with Citrus Berry unless he crits. Next up, we have Cinderace, which is nicknamed after my friend Sky, but we were finally able to bring it this week, and we're running Choice Scarf Adamant. I believe this is enough speed for Volcarona, so 229, and so we can run Adamant, which is really nice. And yeah, basically we can hard, first time, if there are no rocks up, we can hard switch into Cinderace on Volcarona. Shouldn't be able to kill us in 1 hit no matter what, even if it Quiver Dances. If we hit it with 1 Fireball, it's in Aquajet range, guaranteed. It's also, I think, in Fireball range if after a Flamethrower from Clef, or like 2 Moonblast from Clef, I think it's in Fireball range, even if it's like super bulky. So yeah, I'll mostly be clicking Fireball U-turn. High Jump Kick is just in case Seismitoad or Gigalith are there and I need to do damage on them. And then Chord Changes just in case they get rocks. In case he gets up rocks, I can just switch it with Chord Change, because I don't want to take rocks on my CINDERACE. I mean, it can be nice to get in Blaze, and then Fireball is basically a kill. But yeah, this should be my breaker. I'm not sure if it'll win. It could maybe win. But if he brings Ambi Bomb, he can always fake me out. So I feel like this will be better as a breaker, and my win con would probably be Blastoise. But yeah, now let's jump into the match. As I said, I was going to lead Mega Glade, but he decides to bring Excadrill, Reuniclus, Ambipom, Urshifu, Volcarona, Mega Pidgeot. Not gonna lie, I was kind of happy to see Mega Pidge. Like, of course, Sand Pidge should come, but my Mega Pidge matchup was actually pretty decent, so I didn't mind it too much. Drill, huge threat. Volcarona, biggest threat for sure. Urshifu as well. Basically, my hope is that I can trade Clefable for Urshifu, and that would be really good, because outside of Clefable, I do not switch into Urshifu. Was a little annoyed to say Ambipom, because Ambipom is a huge pain versus my team. But yeah, more or less what I expected, maybe like Galarian over Pidgeot, or Seismitoad or Gigalith over this spot. But other than that, yeah, what I expected, I was going to lead Glade no matter what. If he leads Pidge, I can switch into Rhyperior, and Rhyperior's matchup is, again, like super good. He doesn't have an Earthquake switch in. So, yeah, I just decided to lead with the Glade as he leads Urshifu. Actually, let me just go back. Yeah, so I lead Glade, he leads Urshifu. Here, he could be Scarf, and then Scarf Wicked Blow would be awful. I did live a Scarf Wicked Blow, but and Drain Punch didn't kill, so like I wouldn't be able to gain all my health back. But and then like Volcarona would become a bigger issue. But he also had to respect like the Clef switch in, and he would like he loves Urshifu, so he's not gonna give this to me. I could be like offensive CC and take this out turn 1. So yeah, like this was like a very interesting play. Even if it was Scarf Wicked Blow, actually, yeah. So I just decided to click Knock, thinking he would switch, or even if it was Scarf Wicked Blow, he wouldn't kill me, and I would get rid of its Scarf, which would make like, actually, it wouldn't even help me because Cinderace is Scarf. So I don't know, but I just expected him not to risk his Urshifu turn 1. So I click Knock as he goes Reuniclus, which is like the switch he should have made. I click Knock. It is Colbur. I do no damage because of Colbur, and now he knows I have no investment in attack. So, yeah, but anyways, I decided to go hard Rhyperior because it's the only thing on my team I'm fine taking some damage on, because Pidge with Hurricane is going to do 0 damage to me anyway. So I go hard Rhyperior, which is AB, as he clicks Calm Mind, which is fine. I decided to just click Earthquake the first time. Like if he goes Pidge, Pidge is not doing anything to me, and nothing else resists Earthquake. So I click Earthquake. He clicks Psychic, just 38, so he knows we're Assault West with pretty invested, but we also like invested in attack. So, but I decided to just click Earthquake again. He didn't really have a switch for it. I guess he could have done an aggressive play and gone Pidge into Urshifu. Like go Pidge on the Earthquake, and then go, Urshifu on the Rock move. But like I think the Pidge play was risky because after the first Earthquake, I could have just clicked Stone Edge. So I guess this play was like, yeah, definitely the right play by him, because Urshifu lived 1 and forced to switch, because I didn't want, like, obviously I can't let Rhyperior go this early when its matchup's really good. So I just go Clef as he clicks a Wicked Blow, which does 35, showing he's Choice Banded. I think this was Jolly Choice Band. I believe. I don't remember the calc, but this showed it was Choice Band. So that was cool. Here, on display, I heavily debated clicking Thunder Wave because I thought the Volcarona was gonna come in, but I also knew he was expecting Thunder Wave. Like we were talking a little bit before we played, or like, and I know he likes to bring T-Wave stuff. Like I expected T-Wave Reuniclus maybe. That's why I went Rhyperior, in case he was T-Wave. And like I know he knows I would bring like Discharge or T-Wave just to mess with him as well. So I thought he would go Reuniclus or Excadrill to scout for the T-Wave, or maybe even Pidge, because Pidge is just useless here. So I thought just clicking Moonblast was fine. But he does make the Volcarona play, and so making me wish I clicked Thunderwave. I probably should have clicked Thunderwave. Even if he went Drill, I had Rotom at full health, so it was not like the end of the world if he did go into Drill. So I probably should have clicked Thunderwave, and then this thing would be crippled for the rest of the game. But anyway, I decided to go hard Cinderace as he clicks Overheat, which is a little scary because I prepped my Glade for I prepped it for +1 Fire Blast, but Overheat's slightly stronger, so I'm like, and I wasn't calculating too much during the battle, so I was like, I'm not sure if I live now. So I was like, okay, this Volcarona just became more scary, so I can't let it, like, you know, run wild. But anyway, this was a free Powerball for me because I think it was a roll to kill, even if it was max HP. Also, that pretty much showed he was like modest too, I believe, with some investment. But yeah, Powerball was literally free, and if he gave me the Powerball chip, Blastoise with Aqua Jet, always picked it off. So I click Powerball, I don't miss, and I get the Reuniclus. So Cinderace finally putting in some work. In comes the Mega Pidgeot. I didn't kill it, especially if it was bulky, because I have no idea what this set is. And yeah, and I wasn't in Blaze, I wasn't going to kill it, and I thought there was no point clicking Pyroball and showing I'm Scarf and I don't even kill, and when he could very easily click like Hurricane. Like I thought about it, like he might click U-turn because I have Rhyperior, but yeah, I thought the risk wasn't worth it, so I just go Rhyperior because like Rhyperior's matchup is also really good. He clicks Toxic, which is fine. I did click Rock Blast this turn. I thought he might have Protect, so that's why I didn't click like Earthquake, because then Mind Games would start. So I just click Rock Blast as he goes Urshifu, so he gets me there, and we get 3 hits, I think. Yeah, with 3 hits, which is fine. Like the next time it can take 3 hits, so that's good to know. But anyway, I go Clef. I thought there was still use for Rhyperior because it'll still tank Hurricanes from Pidge. Yeah, he clicks Wicked Blow, and it's, yeah, here the Citrus would have helped because he would be forced to switch after the second Wicked Blow. But because I was still Babiri, he gets 3-hit KO with Wicked Blow, which is fine. I just go Cinderace now because if I went Glade and Revenged, he would just go Pidge. So I didn't want that. So I just thought of going Cinderace and clicking U-turn. Basically, U-turn was really free. U-turn killed Urshifu for sure, like the mineral was 25 or something. So I just clicked U-turn. Crit didn't matter. And here, I had a choice to make. If I go Rotom Fan, he goes Volcarona and starts setting up Quiver Dance, which I didn't want. If I go Glade, he goes Pidge, and then like I'm forced into Rhyperior, and he can click U-turn and go into Drill. If I go, I wanted to keep Blastoise, Aqua Jet, and stuff in the back. So I thought Rhyperior was my best play. It forced out either the Drill. I guess forced out Volcarona could come out and click Giga Drain, I guess, but like that didn't really. Yeah, I didn't mind that because I could just go Glade after and click Rock Tomb. So yeah, I just go Rhyperior to force out either the Drill or the Ambipom. As he decides to go Ambipom, which is fine. He clicks Fake Out, which is perfectly fine. Thought he might have Seed Bomb or like whatever knock here, but he clicks Power Up Punch, which is a little scary. But it's not the end of the world because I can actually just go Cinderace, and Pyroball kills this as long as I hit. So I decided just click Pyroball. As he actually switches and goes Pidgeot. Cinderace is also faster than Ambipom naturally, so that's what he must have been. Yeah, and here he goes Pidge. He does take the Powerball well, but at this point I was like, I'm going to show him Scarf. It's not like you can switch and scout for my Scarf, and I can't miss Powerball versus Pidge because of no guard, so I just click Powerball, revealing I'm Scarf. He goes Drill. Like, I guess he didn't really have a play here. I guess the way he went in, I thought this was probably Sash, but I didn't mind that because he couldn't click Sword Stance because he knew I was Scarf. So even if he killed me, I could go Blastoise and Smash, and I think I won. Yeah, actually, because if it was just Ambipom left, I could beat it with Rotom and Glade. So yeah, I just click Pyroball here. I don't miss, as he actually clicks Endure, so he's not Focus Sash. So he's, I think, Salic. Yeah, he shows Salic. I did show Scarf, so I was like, huh, interesting. Like, I clicked Pyroball, I'm still faster, I could kill you, but I could obviously miss. and I wanted to keep CINDERACE around. So I actually just went Rotom because Rotom has no use this game because Drill Dome was gone. He does click SD, which doesn't really matter because even if he had Rock Slide and killed me or flinched me, I had Jet Blastoise. Or even Scar CINDERACE and I just click U-turn and go into Gallade, right? So I didn't mind it. I click Foul Play and take out the Drill. Now this is scary because the Volcarona comes in. So maybe I was better off just trying to sack this thing. Like, I'm not sure. Like, but yeah, the Volcarona comes in and there's a problem. I decided to click Volt Switch. If he clicks Overheat, it's fine. I get the free switch anyway. And if he Quiver Dances, I get my Volt Switch into Gallade. Yeah, so I Volt Switch as he Quiver Dances. And I hear doubled, so I probably should calc this, and I calculated after the game. I actually lived the Overheat from this. Like, +1 Modest Overheat would have never killed my Gallade from full. So I actually lived, and if I just Rock Tomb, and I think I won right there. Or like even Psycho Cut, I might have won, because... would Psycho Cut have won? No, I guess Rock Tomb would have just won, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, I decided to I swapped into Rotom on the Overheat and drop his special attack. I guess that was a risky play by me because if he Quiver Danced again, he won, I believe. So that was really bad. I guess that was a bad play by me. I should have just stayed in and calced that, but luckily it worked out as he clicked Overheat. So I can go back into Gallade now. He's -1, so he won't do a lot of damage because Gallade's per def is high. And he knows I have no attacks. I'm probably like max HP and like everything else is in bulk after the speed creep. So I click Rock Tomb as they switch into Ambipom. I'm faster than this. I can't flinch because of inner focus, so I just Drain Punch. Get back to a decent amount of health, I would say. This is enough where he can't kill me with Overheat in one. He goes Volcarona. Now, in my head, I was thinking, if I miss Rock Tomb, this gets 2 Quiver Dance because he's going for Quiver Dance 100%. So he could go off 2 Rock Tomb misses. So, and basically, when I calced was I looked at max HP was Psycho Cut into Aqua Jet killed this at this range 74. Just max HP was what I was calculating, but like no bulk. So I was like, okay, that's in my favor. And even then, I would have the CINDERACE, which can Pyro Ball kill this. So, yeah, so I clicked Psycho Cut as he Quiver Dances, which is what he should have done. And he clicks Overheat, and so he drops his special attack. And I got Blastoise, and I thought Jet would pick this off. I probably should have just smashed, because, yeah, if I smashed, because he was at like -1, yeah, Giga Drain wouldn't have done anything, and I'm White Herb, so I would restore my Spidef. And then I would have the +2 Surf on this, and like the speed, and then Jet after. But I thought Jet Jet did kill. So I clicked Aqua Jet, and I 24. That's actually the absolute min roll. The roll was like 24 to 30, I believe. So I actually got the min roll on the Aqua Jet, and I do get burnt, and I was like, and he clicks Roost. I was like, oh, did I just choke? I probably should have smashed. I kind of forgot he was not at +1/+1. But this turn I do smash as he Quiver Dances up. We do live a Giga Drain from him. And if he actually Giga Drains, he would put me in Torrent range, which is, yeah, he clicks Giga Drain. He heals, but he does put us in Torrent range. So Surf actually picks up the Volcarona, and that'll be game. We're finally able to bring offensive Blastoise to a game, and it got the kill, even though it kind of messed up the end game a little bit. I think we played the middle and the start really well, like Rhyperior breaking through his team, and CINDERACE then in the middle just absolutely destroying his team. So that's cool. I was really happy I was finally able to use CINDERACE. Yeah, and like this matchup was one where I could finally run like Choice Scarf, and it worked out really well. Volcarona was a huge threat, so, and he played that pretty well. Like, that was his best way of winning, I believe, to like go off the Rock Tomb miss, or like, that's why I went for Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut has a chance to crit as well. And I thought Psycho Cut into Jet was always a kill, but then I low rolled Psycho Cut because it was like 46 to 54, and then I min rolled Aqua Jet. So that was a little unfortunate, but yeah, it didn't end up costing us fortunately, so we do pick up the win over Sky, who was actually unbeaten till now. He was 4-0. So that's really cool. Actually, we both have the same exact record as of now. So I'll actually, because this is week 5 and it's a 10-week season, so it's halfway through. So I'll just do like a quick season update. So of sorts. So yeah, as you can see, after the first week where we took a loss to Yodler, who's 5th on the table now, and 4-1, it's pretty solid. Yeah, we've had 4 wins. So we did get the forfeit win over Bronson. Week 4, yeah, I didn't mention that, but there's no week 4 video because I got a forfeit win. He didn't show up to the scheduled time, and he'd used up his extension, and I didn't want to waste my extension on someone who'd missed like the time. Like, it wasn't my fault I missed the time, so I didn't want to waste it. Just I want to keep it in case for like later, because it's only halfway through the season. So yeah, I got the forfeit win week 4, and then yeah, as you can see, Sky and I have the same exact record, same differential, 4-1 plus 12. So yeah, we're top of the table now, which is pretty cool. Believe we play Brown next week. Yeah, Atlanta Zoomerals, which is Brown, who was our teammate on Galactic HQ. So that's pretty cool. We get back-to-back Galactic HQ showdown, which is cool. As for like stats, I guess, like how our team's been doing. Where's my team? Dark Ape, Dark Rise. Here we go. Yeah, we brought Galate to all 4 games. It's only gotten 3 kills. Like, it got 2 kills the first week, and then it didn't even come out, I think, week 2 and week 3. Week 3 was the Reggie sweep, and week 4, we were tricked a Choice Scarf onto our Flame Orb Obstagoon, and then Obstagoon just swept, like, Guts Choice Scarf Obstagoon. Week 5, it did put in work. I probably misplayed it a little. I could have maybe gotten another kill or 2, but Galate's really good. I've really been enjoying Galate. Its coverage is insane. Its attack is insane. And then its bulk is insane as well. So, yeah, I think Mega Galate is just super good. I think the numbers will go up as I play like more and more. Clefable has just been coming because I've played like 2 offensive grounds already, like Dragon Grounds. And then like Urshifu, all it has done is come in, be unaware, or like, yeah, it's basically come in to check a strong dark type or a strong dragon type, and just make sure I don't lose to them. So Clef stats have been like, yeah, I haven't been able to run offensive or set up Clef because of that. Also haven't been able to run teleport Clef because of that, so kind of annoying, but hopefully, well, I've played, yeah, so we were actually talking this out. Week 1, I played like Paloswine, which is like, it's defensive ground, but its offensive typing is so good that it's still like super hard to switch into. Week 2, I played Garchomp, I believe. Week 3, I played Zygarde plus Mamoswine. Week 4, I was supposed to play a Nidoqueen. Week 5, we played a Drill. So it's like, I've played, in week 6, we actually play a Mega Garchomp, like spoilers. So I've played like all the offensive ground types there are, except like Nidoking. So yeah, it was just funny that my team, which doesn't match up well versus offensive grounds that was strong secondary typing. So yeah, and like I faced a bunch of them. So Clefable hasn't really shown because of that, but hopefully in the future, like I can run setup or Life Orb sets. Kyurem being pretty solid, I think. I brought Scarf 1 week, I brought just heavy duty boots 1 week, and I think, yeah, that's all I've done so far, but I think Kyurem's really solid, like good Pokemon versus the bulky waters that might switch into Galade and just like pressure stalling and stuff. Pretty solid. CINDERACE finally, like as I said, it was only the second game it came to because I faced like Garchomp week 2 and I faced Zygarde week 3, so I couldn't bring it because those 2 wall it pretty hard and it doesn't get a wisp. But yeah, I got 3 kills this game, so you know, I was finally able to use it, so pretty happy. Obstagoon, 7 kills in 3 games, and I've actually got 7 kills in 2 games, and then didn't really come out 3rd week. Yeah, my friend Sky said Obstagoon's really bad, so I'm just trying to make him, you know, eat his words that Obstagoon's actually really good, and yeah, 7 kills in 2 games, like crazy for Obstagoon. Blastoise was finally able to bring offensive Blastoise, like Shell Smash. Had to bring defensive the other time I brought it. just because of the matchup. I believe I was Air Balloon Restock because I didn't have a Mamoswine switch in, so I lost to Choice Banded Mamoswine, so it was Air Balloon Blastoise. Weezing, it came to check Mega Mobile and it did its job, so Weezing's the GOAT. Leafeon, I haven't really found a chance to bring it. Like, I was playing Sand and that was probably its best matchup, but my opponent had Pidgeot and a Volcarona, so I couldn't bring it because that. Rotom Fan just made his debut, did its job, check Drill. Rhyperior has been solid, like super good. Doesn't really kill, but it breaks for the team, so it's fine. If it did get 3-hit Rock Blast, we would have won week 1 and have been unbeaten so far. So yeah, but it's been solid. I've been enjoying using Rhyperior now. My friend GCS really loves this mon. He calls it God, so hopefully I make him proud. And Registeel just came to the match, and I just swept with the Registeel. So yeah, like. And most of the weeks that I feel like bringing Registeel to where it can just Iron Defense and sweep with Body Press. So I don't know if I'll bring like the defensive Registeel, like a defensive set, or just the sweeping set. But yeah, that's been like our team. I was looking into dropping Cinderace for Necrozma, but then someone else picked Necrozma before me. So yeah, I don't think I'll be making any changes to my team. So this is what it should be for the rest of the season. Unless like something crazy drops or something, like a good ground, maybe a better ground type or like grass type, I might take it then. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll be back next week with a week 6 battle. What else is there? Yeah, so I'm only doing IBL and Hive for now. PGP, we're still in the competition. I'll upload my playoff games together because I don't want to do one at a time. And that's all I'll be uploading. I decided not to upload Legacy just because, like, I ended up playing World Cup week 1, and yeah, like, it wasn't my team that I drafted, so it was like super hard for me to explain and stuff. So I was like, I don't really want to do Legacy. So yeah, it'll only be Hive, IBL, and maybe some fun like side projects with Sky or something. But yeah, until then, see you and have a nice day. Bye.